everything working for right now, so we'll go ahead and say good evening to everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. This is Weather Overtime, our weather blog, video related, so the viewer can ask questions if you want to. We are live on my Twitch channel and also again on our station YouTube page. So great to have you along. If you have questions, please again drop them into the comments section. I'm going to be talking about the potential for another possibly couple of winter storms heading on through as we go into the next couple of days. Not seeing a huge amount of problems for right now, but again, something to pay attention to. So it is possible that toward the end of the week and again into and around the area close to middle part of next week, that is where we may see again the potential for some more problems out there. So if you're just joining us, again, we're just getting started and going to test the audio here just to be on the safe side to make certain everything is where it needs to be. Again, if you have any questions, please drop them into the comments section. Be glad to answer what we can on there. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on across the area right now, which again, very quiet, but definitely on the chilly side. The view again from downtown, quiet and dry, and should be staying that way into this evening. A little farther south of downtown from the News 12 studios, overlooking the north flank of Lookout Mountain, looking across Broad Street to the 7-Eleven. Again, good visibility for tonight. We're not getting anything in the way of major problems out there. It's very dry, lack of any storm systems coming through. So for travelers tonight, not much going on. Tomahawk crane and rigging camera. We've got, again, some good weather for travelers. It is a little bit on the breezy side from time to time, but not by much. And let's take a look. Where is this? Chattanooga Theater Center. Speedy's total car care camera looking across the river from the North Shore, and some very clear conditions downtown. Lot less ripples on the Tennessee River tonight, and not too many folks out and about in Coolidge Park, although a few folks walking around and taking an evening stroll. Temperatures, we are 1 degree above freezing at the Chattanooga Airport, so we do again have a little bit of some freezing situation for tonight. Not looking at anything like earlier this week when we had single-digit temperatures, but it is going to be a very chilly evening nonetheless across much of the area. Into overnight, if you're going to be heading out for a snack, it is going to be temperatures back into the 20s, so definitely want to bundle up before you head out. Should be mostly clear, but we will be picking up more in the way of cloud cover into tomorrow. Again, not seeing any precipitation yet, but that's going to be changing as well. Weather a little bit on the soggy side, but very nice for the flock of birds that happened to land on the sidewalk taking a bath around Linda Hoskins Place, News 12 viewer from the Ottawa area east of Chattanooga. And again, nice to see the friends stop by for a quick bath. If you've got pictures, again, please let us see what you're looking at out there. Downtown Aquarium Way, the Tennessee Aquarium in downtown. A few folks out and about, but not too many. Drop them to email, drop your pictures to our social media pages, or go to our website at wdef.com/photos. Be glad to see what you're seeing out there, so please let us know what it is you are looking at out there. Taking a look at our poll of the day, available at wdef.com/vote now. Shakespeare, the bard, William Budd Shakespeare, his comedy As You Like It, had the line, "Blow thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind as" what? Santa's naughty list? Okay, that one was a giveaway, but still it was kind of neat to include it. Time's indifference or man's ingratitude, which is what News 12's Andrew Harrison said, and that was the correct answer, and 58% of you got that. If you'd like to vote in our polls, new one goes up at midnight. Use the QR code there, or again, go to our website at wdef.com/vote now. More polls again available throughout the course of the next few days. Overnight into tomorrow morning, we're going to be seeing a very chilly start to the day, numbers in the lower 20s, so kids heading to school, please make certain that they are bundled up against the chill, and not much warmer for the afternoon. Temperatures will be back Quite cool. We're still being affected by that very cold air north of us into and around where that snowpack came down. So we do have, again, the potential for some very cool weather, well below normal for this time of the year. I knew I was forgetting something. Give me just 1 second here to find it back. The almanac page for today, we managed to get to 45, 7 degrees below the normal, about 9 degrees away from below the normal, and about 20 above a record low, which was last set back in 1940. No precipitation whatsoever. We are behind for the month and the year by about an inch, so we could definitely use some more rain starting off 2026 on a relatively dry note. Okay, so enough with the introduction stuff. Here's what it looks like. Again, the snowpack up here and some light snowflakes coming down Kentucky and northern parts of Tennessee. What we are looking at is sort of a twofold system going on at this time. We've got high pressure, which is giving us offshore flow, pushing air off into the Atlantic and over the Gulf of Mexico. That is keeping things dry because the dry air surface is going to be sticking around, giving us less in the way of precipitation happening. So it's going to be continually dry for at least for a while. But then we start to see high pressure, again, rotating clockwise. That moves off to the east, bringing more moisture on shore. And then there's this over the northern plain states. It doesn't look like much for right now, but that is our next weather maker. That's going to track to the south and to the east, and then high pressure working together with that low pressure will help to pull moisture off the Gulf, and that will give us our next best chance of anything involving possible winter weather. Again, this next graphic here is very preliminary, but it does show, again, the possibility Friday morning, the potential of some rain and snow showers taking place through about lunchtime or so. And then as we get into the colder air sweeping in with that system, dragging down from the northwest over that previous snowpack, that'll cool us off even more. Notice we start to pick up even more potential of snow. It doesn't look like much, and again, for Friday, it looks like it's going to be confined to the higher elevations, the plateau and back into the Appalachians. The river valley and northwest Georgia, northeast Alabama in the lower sections should see mainly rain as the temperature goes up above freezing. But as this system passes the area, cold air comes down, and that will give us, again, the potential for more snow. And then we go again into around Saturday. Here's where it gets interesting. As this storm system passes us and goes off to the east, it's going to deepen quite a lot. It's called an atmospheric bomb or a bomb cyclone, and that is a very real thing. It's been studied ever since the 1950s and 60s. It basically means a storm system that will drop 24 millibars in 24 hours. That's a rapid descent and a very quick strengthening of the storm system. Now, if this thing moves out toward the Outer Banks, it starts to pull in moisture from the Atlantic into that cold air. So it looks like right along the Tennessee line up into the Virginias and coming close to the D.C. area, getting into around the late part of Saturday. Again, what you're looking at, all these numbers here are very preliminary. So all of these numbers, all of this pattern of snow can and will change. So we see the potential, we see the pattern shaping up of, again, something going on here when it comes to snowfall. This is not a guarantee, but it does show that there is going to be some potential of more snow coming back our direction from Friday into Saturday. I think it's going to be, again, rain-snow mix early Friday, rain across the area Friday as the temperatures warm up, and then going back into and around the potential of snowfall as we get into Friday night, Saturday morning. Running this through by just a little bit, again, for Thursday, not much goes on. The storm system crosses very close to us, and that is where high pressure and low pressure work together to get that moisture coming up from the ocean surface. And then it passes us by, giving us that chance of snow showers here It doesn't look like much for right now, and some very mild temperatures above freezing ahead of this. So I think mainly rain for Friday, and then cooling off as that cold air drops in very quickly behind that storm system. That's where we could be looking at some snow showers and maybe some travel delays. Then this system moves out close to the East Coast and the Western Atlantic, and this thing really starts to develop. It slows down, and that's where we may see the moisture coming in from the Atlantic dropping over parts. I think the worst of it's going to be in the Carolinas, the Virginias, and the Mid-Atlantic area, leaving behind a pretty good snowpack right along the Appalachians to the East Coast. So that's the plan. And notice by the time we hit early Sunday morning, the snow, what's left of it, there's some trace amounts of moisture early Sunday, but then the whole thing lifts on out of here. And high temperatures on Sunday, if we're lucky, right about mid-afternoon, we might, this is a very optimistic computer model run right here. Most of the ones I've looked at have shown temperatures back in the 20s, so we might get above freezing briefly on Sunday, but it looks like, especially on Saturday, we may see temperatures that do not get anywhere above the lower 20s. So there's just really not much of anything at this time that is going to give us anything in the way of precipitation of a major amount, but it does look like we are going to be seeing, again, the potential for some problems out there when it comes to snow, and that is something that we really do need to be keeping an eye on at this point. Trying to get, pardon me while I get the monitors in the studio back to where they need to be. Okay, that's better. Okay, into the next couple of days, again, that's what we're looking at for right now. Let's give you an idea of the 7-day forecast for the time being. And this is what we're looking at for right now. It's clear, dry. We saw the International Space Station going upwards earlier, so nice to be able to see that. A very good viewing under clear skies, clear, dry air for tonight. The system, again, that we're expecting, 2 of them for right now. The first one, as we get into the system, will catch up here in just a second. There we go. Okay, again, starting with system number 1, rain and snow early Friday, rain throughout much of the day on Friday with temperatures above freezing, and then as temperatures plummet Friday night, Saturday morning, rain, snow mixture, and then probably just snowfall after that. That'll do it for that one, going out of January into February by Sunday through Groundhog Day, or Furry Fake Forecaster Day as I call it. Temperatures will be warming up a little bit, and then we hit this area right here to where the computer models that far out, about a week or so out, are showing us something is going to be happening. Again, that's a very broad kind of generic term right there, but that's about as much as we can do with any specificity because of the fact, again, that we are so far out in time. There are signs that we could be looking at more winter weather coming our direction, including maybe some freezing rain with that, with the temperatures the way they are. We'll be watching this carefully, but again, this system early part of the weekend, this system by the midpoint of next week. So that's 2 systems that we could be looking for some problems coming on through. It does not look like either one is going to be a blizzard situation, but it does look like, once again, we are going to be seeing some possible winter headaches coming our direction yet again. So that is definitely something to watch, and we will be watching that. You can be certain of that, so keep it tuned to News 12 for more. Last couple of nights, we've talked about Skywarn and being ready for severe weather. I've met people before. When I was back in Kansas, I met folks who were renters in my parents' duplexes that they owned, who got transferred here from San Bernardino with the Santa Fe Railway to Topeka, Kansas, and they did not have severe weather in Southern California. Occasionally they would have bad thunderstorms, but that was about it. A lot of folks from that area never have experienced a tornado warning before, so maybe you're new to this area. Maybe, again, you've never gone through severe weather before, and it can be kind of intimidating the first time around, especially for younger kids. Well, the National Weather Service in Morristown has a great page dedicated to helping you understand about stress when it comes to severe weather, dealing with weather anxiety. Who better to know about this but the experts who have spent years and decades dealing with severe weather, including how to deal with it, and again, ways to process that information so that you're ready, so that you're prepared, not scared. This is a very good page for parents and grandparents to look at to help your kids, your grandkids. Maybe if you're a teacher, helping your students out, this would come in handy. Best way to get there, again, go to weather.gov/MRX and find out more about how to deal with weather anxiety. That, again, one of the best ways that NOAA keeps the public safe, by helping folks understand what is going on. So please give that a try. Again, that's weather.gov/MRX if you would like to give that a try. Also, from the National Weather Service in Morristown, there are Skywarn training sessions in person that you can take the class at various locations, dates, and times. But if you can't make those and you would like to get more prepared for severe weather, if you would like to learn more about the basics of severe weather, how to stay safe, what to look for, what to report back to the National Weather Service on either phone or on amateur radio, if the National Weather Service site has a base station available to talk about stuff like this, getting the information from you as a spotter to them is critical, because then they can make better decisions. Then they can send out the information about what you are looking at to people like me, so that I can tell everybody during our severe weather broadcast what is going on, and that can save a life. So if you would like to become a severe weather spotter for the National Weather Service, again, this is a volunteer organization, Skywarn is, but if you want to take this course, it's a great opportunity to learn. Your tax dollars, my tax dollars pay for this. So log on to weather.gov/MRX, peruse the course, take and pass the quiz, register with your local National Weather Service office. The National Weather Service, the News 12 viewing area is covered by 4 different National Weather Service offices. So if you live under one jurisdiction or another, register with them. They can call you, you can call them to get updated information in regard to what might be coming your way, so you can report that back to the National Weather Service. This is the reason we're talking about severe weather so much these days, is January through April, give or take, is the prime time for severe weather in this area of the country. So now, above all else, is the time to get ready for severe weather. So please, again, consider becoming a Skywarn spotter. The more spotters we have, the better protected we all are, because people can look and see through trained National Weather Service, NOAA spotter eyes, ears, and brains to keep an eye on stuff. This is one of the best ways to keep people safe out there. So if you haven't, please consider. If you are a Skywarn spotter and want to re-up, this is a good way to take the course, even if you can't make the in-person meeting. So again, please keep that in mind. Speaking of meetings, first one coming up in this particular Saturday, Chattanooga Amateur Radio Club stepping in to fill the gap. National Weather Service budget constraints this year caused by certain agencies. They are not able to do as many Skywarn meetings as possible, so the Chattanooga Amateur Radio Club is stepping in to help fill that gap and keep everybody safer. It's this Saturday, January 31st, 10 o'clock Eastern Time in the morning at the Harrison Community Center. You can register totally free, but please register for a head count at w4am.net. And while you're there, ask about becoming an amateur radio operator. I am an amateur radio operator. I've been one for nearly a quarter century. It'll be 25 years coming up this February 2nd. So a great opportunity to learn more, to become a Skywarn spotter, and ask about becoming an amateur radio operator. The license from the Federal Communications Commission, if I'm not mistaken, 10-year license only for $15. That's a pretty good bargain. Now, you do have to know rather a lot, so you do have to study to take the quiz to get your license. You don't have to know Morse code anymore, but once again, this is a good opportunity to help members of your community when they need it the most. Also, coming up toward about a month after that meeting, the National Weather Service in Morristown offering one of their only Skywarn spotter meetings coming up for Hamilton County and Chattanooga residents Monday, February 26th at 6 p.m., same place, Harrison Community Center, same place, different date and time. Register for this one at, again, weather.gov/MRX. Your opportunity, again, to do more. Now, for those of you who are asking from the National Weather Service, well, what about Northeast Alabama? What about Northern Georgia? What about Western North Carolina? Well, right now, these are the only meetings for the News 12 viewing area that have been scheduled. We check their websites often, and when there's one in the News 12 viewing area counties, this is how we let you know about it. When other meetings are issued for the News 12 counties, we will let you know about that, but as of right now, this is all we've got. So if you'd like to attend either of these two, again, please go to the websites to sign up, and your opportunity, again, to learn a lot more when it comes to anything involving severe weather situation. It is a very good idea to be as prepared as possible, because being prepared means you are less scared. So that, again, would be a very good idea. So please consider doing that. Also, if you haven't got one, please get a National Weather Service weather alert radio. Again, they're not really just radios anymore. They are more computers with a radio attached. So if you'd like to get one, local department store, local grocery store, local hardware store will have them. $40 to $50 is a very good price for a piece of weather equipment that is designed to inform you and keep you safe, and quite possibly save your life. These should be in every home, every mobile home, every school, every place of worship, every business, every place, because this connects you directly to the people who make the decisions at the National Weather Service. So again, please get one of these. When you do, and you want to program it, I know a lot of you don't like to think about the idea of programming a piece of electronics, but this is very simple, and we help you do that at wdef.com/weather if you'd like to take a look and see how easy it is to get your weather radio working. And again, January through April, that is exactly the time to make sure that you are ready to go on stuff like that. All right, think that should just about do it. Let me just run through things here and make sure. Okay, our dog walking forecast. Haven't done this for a while on here. Thanks to News 12 viewer Billy in Chattanooga for a review of Pupper Remy, keeping an eye on the Canada geese. Looks like the marina at Lake Chickamauga and Island Cove, but don't quote me on that. That's our 1% list Scenic City dog walking forecast. Submit your pupper pictures at wdef.com/dogwalk. And thanks to everybody who has sent in some amazing pictures over the last days, weeks, and months. Next couple of days, again, could be very interesting for the potential of, again, the possibility of maybe some more snowy weather heading our direction. Definitely something to keep an eye on there. And into the morning, again, the school bus will be seeing some chilly conditions. It will be dry with a lot of cloud cover out there. Chilly and dry in the afternoon, temperatures back in the low 40s, but as of right now, again, not seeing anything in the way of major potential problem yet. Thursday into Friday, that again could be a much different story. That should do it for tonight. We've been on for just about 25 minutes. Questions, concerns, ideas, anything like that, drop them to me. Email address is at the bottom of the screen in the blue bar, aonek@wdef.com. Again, you can check out more on our website. You can watch live weather on our website as well. That's at wdef.com/weather. Closings, anything in the way of delays, we'll have the page for that at wdef.com. Go to the weather section, click on the closings and delays page so you can stay up to date if there are any more delays going on out across the area. And we'll keep you up to date on the forecast. Chip Chapman has got your forecast update bright and early Thursday morning starting at 5 a.m. Eastern Time, so stay tuned for that. Live and direct from downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee, I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned to News 12 on air and online, and we'll keep you advised.